Good morning, Tehmina Khan is here in TKMaths 1. In this series, we will study past paper questions of Year 12 Mathematics P2. The course is Edexcel Pearson. And in each video, we will cover 3 to 4 questions depending on the length of the video for the revision or for the sake of recap of the concepts. So let's start. First question is from the binomial expansion. And to this, you need to recall the binomial expansion formula, which I have written here. In Year 12 course, the power of the binomial is always positive integer. So you can see in this question, it is plus 9, right? So let's start applying this concept here. We have to find out the first 4 terms in the ascending power, right? So in this formula, if I see the question is 1 minus x over 6 power 9. So in place of n, I will replace 9. And in place of simple x, I will write minus x over 6. So let's start substituting here first of all. Please ensure that I'm writing plus sign here as it is in the formula. But in place of x, I will write down minus x over 6. So I will replace x by minus x over 6. Because question's requirement is only first 4 terms, so we will write only 4 terms. Okay, so you can see this is term 1, term 2, term 3, and term 4. Now pick up the calculator. I'm just writing the numbers, seeing the calculator. 9C2 is 36. When you have even power, negative number become positive. So I'm writing here plus. 9C3 is 84. Because the power is odd, this negative sign will remain here. So now plus sign multiplied by minus sign will become minus. You need to be very careful about these signs. Otherwise, in the next step, it will be a problem. So 84 divided by 216 is 7 over 18 x cubed. So this is the expansion of part 1. And we have written in the simplest form. It means we have simplified all the numbers. Now we have to find the coefficient of x cubed in this expansion. Now this term 10x plus 3 has no power, but this term is exactly the same. So the expansion I have done in part 1, I will substitute here. Okay, so let's see here. So part B is 10x plus 3 multiplied by the expansion, which was 1 minus x over 6. 9. Okay, so I will replace these expansion terms here. If you want to try out yourself first, you can put the video on pause and try out yourself first. Now, the question's requirement is find the coefficient of x cubed. Now, I don't need to multiply each and every term here by expansion. I will only see the terms which after multiplication will give me x cubed. So this is 10 times x. It should multiply by x square. It will become x cubed. And this 3 should multiply only by this term. It will give me x cubed. The rest of the terms will not give me x cubed, either x constant or x power 2. So I'm not interested in those according to the requirement of the question. So 10x times x square plus 3 times minus 7 over 18 x cubed. So it will give me 10x cubed minus 7 3s are 21. Now 10 minus 21 divided by 18 is equals to, let me check in the calculator. Okay, so it is 53 divided by 6, x cube. Now please remember, question says coefficient of x cube, right? Not the whole term. So you will write here, because the question which is asked, coefficient is equals to 53 over 6. Highlight it. Okay, so this is how you will end. If you don't understand anything, you can write in the comment. I'll explain again, but I hope I have explained very slowly and I'm sure you would understand. Now this is the next question, which is from sequence and series topic. So let's do this question. Okay, so first of all, U1, U2, U3 are telling us the terms U1, U2, U3. Like earlier I wrote here in binomial, if you see I wrote term 1, term 2, term 3. So sometimes the letter U is also used. It's just a letter, right? So term 1, term 2, term 3 are represented by U1, U2 and U3. Now how they are expanding, how it is gotten is given here with the help of this formula. N plus 2, 3 times term n plus 1 minus 2 times term un. Right. Now what is given to us here, it is written given that. Now in given that, you know u1 is 7, u3 is 4. So what we have to find out, we have to find out u2. Now if you focus here, this is n, this is 1 more than that, n plus 1, this is n plus 2. So if I put n is equals to 1 here, right, in this formula, let's see what happens. 1 plus 2, this is just telling you about the term, which term you are talking about. 1 plus 1, and term, in place of n I'm writing 1. So what did I get? Term 3 is equals to term 2, because 1 plus 1 is 2, and term 1. So in this formula now it is very easy to find out, because term 3 is given to me in the question, which is 4. So let me write here. So it will be 4 is equals to term 2 I have to find out. It is the question, find the value of term 2. So I will write it down as it is. And this is term 1, which is also given to us in the question, which is 7. So I will write here 7. So I have just substituted the values of the terms which are given to me in the question. And now algebraic manipulation. 7 times 2 is 14. I'll bring it to this side. So this is 18. So this is, so your U2 is equals to 6, right? Now the next part of the question is find out sigma r starting with 1 ending to 4, and the formula is, the expansion is ur plus 2r. So let's write it down here first of all. The part B is saying start by substituting r equals to 1 and go up till 4 in the expansion of ur plus 2r. This is the meaning of the question. So what does it mean? I have to expand these terms, these expansion with substitution of r, starting with 1, ending at 4. So it will become u1, I'm starting with 1. I will substitute r1, 2, 3 and 4 in this expansion. Okay. So u1 plus 2 times 1, first expansion, substitution is done. Now I will do r2. u2 plus 2 times 2, because it is 2r, it means 2 multiplied by r. Then in place of r we will write 3. Term 3 plus 2 times 3. Now this is also done. The last one is left, which is 4. 4 plus 2 times 4. Now we will see what is u1. u1 we have found in, or rather it was given in the question. u1 is 7, which is given to us. So I will substitute here 7 and 2 ones are 2. U2 we have just found it is 6 in part A. So it is 6 plus 2 twos are 4. U3 is also given to us 4 in part A. So 4 plus 3 twos are 6. Now U4 we don't know. So we have to find out U4. When I will substitute the value of U4 here, then it is easy to do. 7, 8, 9, 10 plus 10. Now let me find out U4 first and I will substitute here. So to find out U4, we will follow the same technique. This one. So I'm copying it down. Okay. So if you see, we already know U1 was 7. U2 is 6. U3 is 4. And now we have to find out U power term 4. Okay. So now let me take n is equals to 2. If you remember, here we took n equals to 1 in part 1. We start with 1, 2, 3. And if you notice one more thing here, by the way, if you focus on this formula is giving you what? To find out U3, you need to know U2 and U1. So if I have to find out U4, I'm just giving you here the idea that how quickly you can think about it. So if you have to find out U4, it will be 3 times U3 minus 2 times U2, right? But I will show you the substitution here. So it is 2 plus 2. In place of n, I am writing down 2. 2 plus 1. So it will become U4 term 3 term 2. This is exactly what I told you, right? You don't need to do all this if you can understand the pattern here, how it is, how we are finding the next term if we know the previous 2 terms. So let's substitute the values here. Term 4 we can find out by multiplying term 3 with 3. We know term 3 is 4. And term 2 is 6. So it is 12 minus 12, which is 0. So now I will substitute in this place 0 here. 0 plus 8. So now you add up 9 plus 10 plus 10 plus 8. 10, 20, 30, 30. Okay, so it is 37. So this is your answer for this question, right? I hope you understood this one. Now let's do the last question of this video. Then in the next video, we will do another 3 questions. Now this is regarding trapezium rule. The table is given to you. The corresponding values of x and y are given to you for a function. Function we don't know. It is some function f of x. Starting with minus 4 and 5. Now very important thing in trapezium rule, just to help you recall it. Whatever is the shape of the curve, right? Suppose it is like this. The trapeziums are made here, right? Sorry, it is not very straight. Now, this is called the width of the trapezium. And width of this trapezium is basically, you can find out with the help of the difference between the x values. Right? I'm repeating. This is called the strip or the width of the trapezium. And this can be found out with the help of the difference between the consecutive x values in the table. So if you do minus 2.5 minus minus 4, what will you get? 1.5. If you do here, minus 1 minus minus 2.5, what will you get? 1.5. So the strip width is 1.5, right? This is something we know about the trapezium rule because we have to substitute the values in the formula now. So I'm taking it to the formula. I've written here already. So here is this formula. Let me copy down this table because I need this while I'm substituting the values, so that I don't need to move the screen up and down again and again. Okay. Okay, now see, this is the trapezium rule, right? It is given to you. You have to substitute the values in it. Now you need to understand the application. Like I said, h is the width, strip width, which we have just found out by by subtracting the consecutive terms of x, and it is 1.5. So now what is your y1, yn? Y is the corresponding value of x, the first one and the last one. First one and last one you substitute here, and the rest of the values of y you write inside the bracket and multiply by 2. There is another video of mine in which I have explained the reason behind it for this formula, so we are not going into the detail of that. Right now we are just substituting the values here. Okay, so now Okay, what else is given to you in the question is, given that the value of this approximation is 19.3, it means the integration answer is equivalent to 19.3, and you have to find the value of a. So what does it mean? In this formula, I will say 19.3 is equals to, right? So I'm writing 19.3 is equals to and substituting the values in this formula. So it is 1.5 divided by 2. y1 and yn are the first and last values of y, and the rest of the values I will add up and multiply by 2. I'm just picking up values from the table, and after that pick up the calculator. I will calculate with you. Okay. So now this is the bracket, so let's multiply it by 2 first. I could do it directly here, but I want to show how to calculate because I have noticed often students find it little difficult to do the calculation part. So sum of this is equals to 6.44 plus 2 times, now I'm adding up these numbers plus a, right? So it is, let me use the calculator. Okay, 7.44 plus a. I hope there is no mistake. You can check the calculation yourself also. So now this part will be equals to, now I will write fraction here. Reason is, if I will start rounding off at this stage, I may get the final answer by 1 or 2 decimal places incorrect. So that's why. After doing this, I'll bring 6.44 to this side. Now when I will get the answer, I will divide it by 2. I'm doing it stepwise just to show you how to do the correct calculation, right? Now onward, you can do it yourself. I'm sure you're very smart. Now this is multiplying, so it will be divided on the other side. Okay, so I got the final answer of A as 2.2066666. This dot on the top means it is recurring. So we write the final answer in 3 significant figure. So I will stop here. So I hope you understood this. Please press like and subscribe button and share it with your friends. And in the next video, we will solve 3 more questions of some other topics. Thank you.